The 8-time world champion Usos have no quit in them.
It's beaten to the punch there once again by AJ Styles, who now has the momentum.
Phenomenal forearm is inside! Stereo super kick! They want it! They get it!
Uso! Get ready! Bullshit, get ready! Get ready for the worst raw review on the internet! The worst raw review on the internet! STRAWS raw with Eric B and Randy C. Chickens or bananas and fresh roast beef. This is STRAWS raw.
Demonitos coming to Christmas, Demonitos coming to stay. He's bringing you the best wishes that you can see today. It's Demonito, he's your best friend, he's better than my buddy. He's the best friend anyone could ever have with the longest tongue you could ever see. Hello, friends, listeners, and newcomers. It's me, Eric B. They call me the Raw Dog. And this is STRAWS Raw, the absolute worst or best Raw review on the internet, depending on where you look us up, folks. Thank you so much for joining us today for this installment of the show. And I do mean us because, of course, I am joined by somebody. I can't do this alone. Just listen to me would be crazy. So here he is, folks. Let's introduce him. His name is my PIC, my puppy in crime, my schnauzer from another Mauser. It's Randy C. Randy, what's up, brother?
Jingle, jingle, bell, bell, jingle. Dang, these are the worst trends ever. What's with people nowadays? Hey, everybody, it's me, Randy C. Happy New Year to everybody out there. Happy New Year, Eric B.
Is that Frosty the Snow? What are you doing, Frosty?
Yeah, whatever. But as usual, we are powered by something. InteriorPlants.ca, your natural solution for a bigger and better New Year environment for home or business. That's natural solution for your healthier and more beautiful environment for your home or business. That's InteriorPlants.ca. Pure Fandom, your home for all things wrestling and lucha libre memorabilia, from replica masks, championship belts, and prop accessories for your cosplay. Pure Fandom is proudly Canadian. You can find them at purefandomshop.bigcartel.com or on YouTube at Pure Fandom Shop 416. Or take a look at their Instagram, Pure Fandom Shop, and at Pure Fandom Shop 416. Pure Fandom asks, what's your fandom? The Smack Daddies, the home of the best SmackDown review on the internet. And as of this week, SmackDown is 3 hours long. Can't wait to hear the review on that one, eh, Father Greg? Join Father Greg and Brad the Dad as they give you the best SmackDown review every Saturday morning. That's the Smack Daddies here on the Hub Sports Entertainment, or you can go take a look at them at the SmackDaddies.ca. And last but not least, the handshaking team. Join Eric Blondon next week as he'll give you everything from Cheap Eats, Wheels of Misfortune. Actually, I think he did do a Cheap Eat this week. Yeah, so he is. And this week he has, we got the Axe. We got the Smasher. It's Axe and Smasher, the Demolition. This is their, 8th figure this year? No, it's all good. But I want them. They always look good. Probably the best figures on the market in 2025 anyways. But yes, join Eric B as he gives out Cheap Eats and Wheels of Misfortune on Facebook.com/the Handshaking Team. We'll give you the opportunity to possibly win one or both of them. You never know. Again, that's Facebook.com/the the handshaking team. And of course, as usual, Chiquita Bananas. Why, Monroe?
Monkeys never claps.
Monkeys never cramp. I am feeling like crumb. This flu going around is kicking my butts. I'm hot. I'm cold. But I am happy. Happy New Year, Eric. How are you?
Happy New Year was probably the best way to start off the show today. Yes, folks, it's maybe you're listening to this in the new year. Who knows? We hope you're enjoying it either whenever the heck you're enjoying it. I'm doing okay, Randy. I'm doing all right. The Christmas time has come and it's gone. And you know what? I'm feeling like it's not Christmas anymore. But I must say, out of everything that I've received this year, you know what my favorite present was. I finally obtained the one, the only, Di Manito. He's here, Randy. He's choking me in my sleep already. He's a mischievous son of a gun. But you know what? I feel like after a little while, once we get used to each other, he's going to stop trying to kill me in my sleep. And we're just going to become the best of friends. What do you think, pal?
Oh, I'm glad you're highlighting that gift for Christmas. Yes, you wanted it for a long time, and yes, you did get it. I'm glad the gift of Italian brain rot that I gave you wasn't suffice. It didn't give your needs to this Demonito that I see that you've been nonstop talking about for the last couple of days. But that's okay. At second best is always kind of good. Don't switch the camera now. It's over. It's over. We're not talking about it anymore. We already know what your number one is. Yes, he got the Divinito, folks, and it's actually pretty good, very high quality.
It's wonderful. It's wonderful. It has Velcro in the hands. You can wrap it around your neck. You can make it do like cannonballs, 450 splashes, Centon 450 splashes if you so choose. But it's just incredible. Honestly, it is just incredible. And you know what, Reddy? Honestly, like serious note though. Gift or no gift, I had a great Christmas. I had time with my family. No arguing, no fighting, which is kind of crazy actually for the amount of activity there is usually going on in this household during the Christmas season. But yeah, it was good. I hope that you had the exact same with yours.
Oh, I definitely did. I had like three finely sliced, the most amazing charcuterie boards out there, Eric B. You should have seen these things. These were fantastic. I had grapes, I had cheeses, I had the finest of delicatessen meats. It was beautiful. It looked fantastic. Not one, not two, that's three. Man, I got charcuterie almost out. It was so beautiful. My family was all over here. We're all cheering, playing Blockus and other different various games, except for that stupid Jingle Jingle Bell Bell, whatever, you know, that game I'm talking about that everybody's playing right now. That was the worst part of it.
You mean the
But
name the picture on the beat
yeah,
game? Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. I tried to get everybody to play it and they were poor sports about it. We'll just say that. They were
it's
definitely poor
fine.
sports about it.
Let them
But
be
it looked
poor.
hard as hell. There was like a
It's not.
Santa Fanta thing going on. Oh, I don't
Yeah,
know, Randy. We should do it live right now for our listeners. What do you think? No, probably not. There's no
probably not.
screen.
Next week,
There's no screen.
Patreon only.
Next. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Patreon only. Um,
Yeah, yeah.
but yes, 2025 is coming to a close.
It sure
Here's a
is.
here's a weird question.
And
What do
yeah,
you like, what are you happy 20, like what happened in 2025 that made you happy, and what are you glad that is finally done in 2025 that
in the
that can
pro
stay back in 2025 and not come over to 2026? Give me your
in the
happiest
pro
moment.
wrestling landscape.
No, in anything.
Oh, and anything. Geez, that's a big ask. That is a big ask, brother. Um, I think, yeah, I mean, I don't know about that, but like I want to let's I can think about wrestling stuff for
Okay, go ahead.
sure, like
Think of
instantly on
wrestling.
the top of my head. And question's going to be, I think I'm going to have the same answer to both questions actually. And you might be surprised as to what it is. But something that made me very happy in 2025 was the John Cena retirement tour. And something that can stay there forever and never come back as well is John Cena to wrestling. And it just makes it perfect, in my opinion. So it's not like I saw too much of it that I don't need to see any more of it, We got the perfect amount of nostalgia pops, perfect amount of what I like to call banked nostalgia being cashed in during that run, and a heel turn, a return to face. It was perfect. And a lot of people can say otherwise or feel otherwise, or maybe it dragged on too long. Just everything about it was what it needed to be. And that's my answer to that question. What about you?
That's a perfect answer. Oh, we'll go wrestling related. I enjoyed the Judgment Day all year again this year. Probably one of
Mm,
my highlights of the year is the Judgment Day and Dominic Mysterio, the rise of Dominic Mysterio this year.
yes.
The closing of John Cena would definitely be probably one of my highlights of it. It is now the end. We'll only see him in a suit. Um, so I guess
Every
that's
week on,
yeah, almost every
every
week
week
on
on
our
numerous different podcasts.
exactly. But yeah, the end of John Cena. Thank you, John Cena, for this year. Thank you for Elimination Chamber, and thank you for the AJ Styles match, and thank you for your final match too. It was a lot of fun.
Oh yeah,
Um,
Chamber was a blast. That's we talked about that last week. That's our moment of the year for us as wrestling fans, and being in attendance was special.
what I hope stays back in 2025 and prior is the Vince McMahon stuff that's actually going on right now too. So hopefully we can close this up by the 31st. But that's one thing definitely
Hmm.
going to stay back. Um,
Did you see that there's a email circulating, the final email that he sent to the staff before he was leaving?
a couple hours after he left, from what I heard, from what I read in
Oh,
the
is it?
email. Yeah, so
Oh,
def
okay. Yeah, they removed his access. I remember that being one of the key points in the email, saying goodbye to everybody. This is my last email from this account.
and if that
It's
all
so
you
silly.
it is, and if all you guys want to know more about that Vince McMahon case or anything else or news of Vince McMahon, you can go to our friends at Post Wrestling at postwrestling.com. They can inform you very well on all the
Hmm.
information that you need to know there. And
Yes.
we might have a surprise in the new year coming up with maybe one of the gentlemen from Post. What can we look forward to in the new year, Eric B? Is there anything that you're looking forward to in the new year with wrestling or
Uh,
anything?
I'm looking forward to getting me and my buddy Randy C on the radio mid-January. I can't wait for that on TSN and all affiliate partners for the draw. That's definitely something that I'm looking forward to as far as what we're doing here and what we've been doing. Thank you to all of our great listeners for helping us get to where we are today. So I am very excited about that, my friend.
Yes, starting on January 15th, that's a Thursday at 11 p.m. We are on TSN 690 on the mothership station of TSN with replays all over the Bell affiliate network. So, yes, we start that on Thursday. Me and my best buddy, Eric Blondon, Eric
A
B.
whole different show for you guys. A whole new show, a little bit different format than what you're hearing us throw down, and it is going to be definitely radio friendly, my friend. So I can't wait to be doing that with you, Rand.
Yeah, and I'll just briefly go over it. Like, it's going to be a little different from everybody else's out there too. Yeah, there will be a little bit of news, but we're not journalists, so we'll let the pros deal with that. But we'll give the highlights of the week, and we are going to have interviews with professional wrestlers and everything. But I think we're going to try a little different that people aren't really doing. Is maybe have influencers and people important to the industry, other than workers, also we'll have conversations with. I'm not going to call them interviews, but conversations. So we got a lot of them lined up. It's going to be a fun new venture. It's going to be little different than what everybody's normally used to, but I think we're going to have fun doing this. And yeah, everybody's going to hear my buddy Eric Blondon all over Canadian National Airways there. So I'm kind of happy with that.
Yes, everybody over Canada, all over Canada, will now be questioning how to say my last name, and I'm completely fine with that. Listen, as long as you're calling me something, I don't care what you call me. Just call me. That's all I care about. But
There you
yeah,
go.
that's my answer for you there, Randy, and definitely been a good year for us here at Straws Raw, as we're moving into this new venture, and sky's the limit. That's the best thing that I can say. The sky
Is
is
it?
absolutely the limit.
Scarzone, so should we get into this week's WWE Raw?
We absolutely should, Randy, because Sky's the Limit is actually the name of this week's episode of Monday Night Raw as well.
No, it's not, but we're going to find out the name of this episode coming up after the break. So stay tuned here on STRAWS Raw.
Do you like pro wrestling and lucha libre? Tired of ordering from the US? Then you've come to the right place. We are Pure Fandom. We sell championship belts, lucha masks, international wrestling merchandise, and a lot more. So this holiday season, if you're shopping for your favorite mark, look no further. PureFandomShop.BigCartel.com and celebrate the holidays Pure Fandom style.
All right, welcome back to STRAWS Raw, folks. Me and Randy C are here to break down the haps of the craps of WWE's flagship show, the red brand itself, Monday Night Raw. And Randy, like we've been talking about these last couple of weeks, is this episode another let's see what's going to happen in the new year kind of episode, coming soon, so to speak? Or does this episode have some meat on the bones that we can actually chew into? Let us see, Randy, because we are coming live from the Kia Center in Orlando, Florida. Oh, my Lord. The home, Orlando, Florida, the home of Disney and all the magic of Disney. And you know what, Randy? We're going to see some of the magic of Disney sprinkled into this episode as well. When Maxine Dupree comes out later and sprinkles pixie dust on the crowd. Right? No?
No,
No?
not really.
No, that didn't happen.
Yeah. I don't know. Did it sort of? But you'll tell us.
It may have. We're going to figure it out. But anyways, there's a few things going on here as we are leading into January 5th Raw, what seems to be really the focus right now on the program. And we are hammered that over and over again. Randy, we have a Stranger Things collaboration coming January 5th. It's no longer like anniversary show or anything like that. This is a Stranger Things collab. Is the Stranger Things collab after Stranger Things is done a little weird timing? For one, that's one question. And for two, do wrestling fans, I know we do, but do wrestling fans in a total truly care about Stranger Things?
I honestly think everybody cares about Stranger Things right now, no matter who you are. I've been talking to 5-year-olds to 80-year-olds, and they're watching this. Nostalgia pops left, right, and center. And when I say nostalgia pops, I'm talking about huge pops everywhere for it. Now, rumors are that some of the cast or the cast of Stranger Things will be at the Raw as well. So yeah, it's more or less turned from an anniversary episode to a Stranger Things collab episode. But they are putting all their ducks in a row for this next week's episode, and it sort of shows in this week's episode, if that makes any sense.
What about a Demogorgon and a shark cage match?
It'd be kind of cool, wouldn't it? All
Be
all
hard to
depends
do.
what happens.
Be hard
All
to pull it
depends on-
off.
Back then, bra and panties match. Yeah, I'm playing.
Oh.
I'm joking.
Oh,
Yeah, there's
okay.
nostalgia popping, huh?
Oh, Randy's popping huge in a different way over there, guys. But yes, absolutely. You know what? I think that if you have anything, the connection to Stranger Things and wrestling probably exists within the whole 80s nostalgia that exists in the show itself. And that's where a lot of the wrestling fan base comes from nowadays. Look at me and Randy, for example, and what we're talking about. At least the wrestling fan base that has money to buy the merchandise and buy the product and not just watch it. I think that there's a correlation there.
I don't
All
think
right,
11
well-
would be a wrestling fan. Maybe Dustin would be a wrestling fan, or Steven, but 11 or William, I don't think William would be a wrestling fan. He's probably into AEW, to be honest with you. But I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Who would
I
be
don't
the
know.
wrestling fan under the group?
I think that I think Finn Wolfhard probably would actually be a wrestling fan. I don't think Noah Schnapp is really your wrestling fan. That's nothing to do with his orientation.
Eddie would have
Just
been.
don't- Yeah, Eddie is definitely one. But at this point, the actor that played Eddie is now doing giant Hollywood movies, and he's not going to be available for any Netflix Stranger Things reunions anytime soon. But yes, it will be an exciting episode. It will be a fun episode. Rumors are right now that Liv Morgan is going to be doing a segment with Millie Bobby Brown. I don't know how that's going to work out. Honestly, Randy, I don't know if they're going to lean into just being kind of the actors, or are they going to lean into kind of like the characters a little bit while we're doing stuff for the show? We'll see.
It's gonna be cool.
We'll see. Talking about we'll see, you know what you need to see things, Randy? You need a vision. And the vision is going to come out and start the show. They are going to have a little chat with the crowd. The Vision is in desperate need of a theme song, Randy. Why do our factions no longer get great theme songs?
Because everybody wants to be an individual, like Logan Paul with the Maverick. Like I don't know. Yeah, you're right. A faction
humble.
should have a theme song. The Judgment Day does have one, though, don't they?
They do, but you can question if anybody knows that. Like,
True.
because the only time that you ever hear them come out to their actual theme song is like Finn Balor and JD in a tag team. And it's a hip hop song, and I don't really think it fits the vibe of the group at all. They don't have a song for all of them, and maybe they should have kept the Alter Bridge theme to keep that cohesiveness of the unit, but who knows? Whatever.
You said bridge.
Anyways, yes. Braun Breaker's music plays as the whole group comes out. They don't even try to chime in any of anybody else's. At this point, it would just be ridiculous. Imagine one by one, Randy. They changed the Titantron. They changed the music from Braun to Bronson to Logan to Theory. And they couldn't do Theory because they were saving that for later on.
Yeah.
Anyways, they are there and they're in the ring, and Paul Heyman is trying to explain, but he is being interrupted like crazy by the crowd to the point of Dominic Mysterio colossal level heat. But I think that we had fun doing it with Dom, and I don't think that anyone's having fun doing this with Paul. But when it comes time for Paul to finally announce his name, I'm going to say 90% of the crowd does it with him either way. And it's fun. Paul mentions, look, CM Punk could be there in the ring with them right now, but he decided to do his own thing. He decided to align with the fans instead of thinking about himself. Braun Breaker, when he takes the microphone, like you said, Randy, his voice is a little silly. But he's getting better and better in cutting promos, like you said, as an individual, on his own, doing his thing here. And there is a moment as well where Paul Heyman says that you're looking at all of the future main eventers of WrestleMania in the ring. I don't know if I can put Bronson Reed in that category. And I also don't know if I could put Logan Paul in a
I believe it.
WrestleMania main event.
Oh, I believe it. It's Logan Paul, man.
Yeah, Logan Paul, sure. But I got to mention, the more and more that I see Theory with this group, the more and more that I have to say, he looks like he could very easily turn into the group's standout. And you could say Braun Breaker is the guy. I think that's the obvious choice. But the more that we repackage Austin Theory here, and as we see he is repackaged again later in the evening, the more of a legitimate threat he looks like. Randy, what are your thoughts?
No, 100%. I'm thinking he's a cross of Seth Rollins and John Moxley, to be honest with you. And even his style of wrestling and the way he moves around in the ring, his look, his eyes. Like he has very captivating eyes. Yes, properly. Captivating eyes. And you believe
I'm captivated by that.
You believe exactly what he's saying, or you see the pain, or you see the hurt he is going to give through them. So he has the look. He definitely has the look. He Shield-esque, like you said last week. Meanie look. And he's young, right? So he is a future star. He's a star now.
Exactly. Exactly. Anyways, here comes CM Punk to break up the whole vision quest, so to speak, going on in the ring. And he is ready to has his fights. But on January 5th, folks, it's on January 5th. January 5th. I don't know if you know this yet, Randy, but January 5th seems to be a pretty important date for WWE and Monday Night Raw.
Yeah, January 5th and January 15th will be elaborated a lot today on Straws, yes.
Anyways, yes, there's a lot of Januaries and fives going on here. That is what is happening. But Punk is going to bring it, just like he brought the fire here in this promo. Nice little promo package from these guys as we move on to wrestling. What do you think, Rand? Good promo package? What do you think?
Yeah, no, it was really, really good. A really, really good start. We're gonna warn you people already. There is a lot of promo tonight. There is not many matches, and we'll explain. But they do give whatever matches they do have. Some of the matches a lot of time, and then some of the match c'est petite. And c'est petite in French means just a little. In some of them, but yeah, it was a good promo. You're looking forward to January 5th. Coming up with CM Punk and Mr. Braun Breaker. I still wonder what's happening. Who's going to win? Is Braun going to be able to overtake CM Punk, or is something going to happen? Yeah, so it makes us look forward to next week. But let's look forward to this week now, man. These guys got to entice me to stay and watch and stay awake for this show tonight.
Is that what happened? Did you stay awake last night for the
No,
show?
I didn't. I had to rewatch it this morning.
All right, all right. Well, no problem because we're still here for you, folks. We've got the women's three-way match coming up, and that is the match that's coming up next. But quickly, we have to discuss with the Judgment Day that Dominic Mysterio is out indefinitely. Randy, oh man, I hate asking you this question, but work or shoot? What do you think it is?
It's definitely he did hurt his shoulder, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So, yeah, hopefully he comes back soon. I hope they don't strip him of anything. Maybe they can work
Yeah.
something in. I don't know, but
Yeah.
we're gonna have to see. Just get better soon, Dom, because you're gonna be the wrestler of the year in 2026. Trust me.
Yeah, he's definitely top three candidate, if not top two.
That's it.
All right. Women's title match. We got Nikki Bella in her Philadelphia Eagles I am banging Cooper DeJean gear. We've got Raquel Rodriguez and we've got Stephanie Vercure. And you know what, Randy? I'm going to say right now that I am surprised with how good this match is. These three work really well in the ring together. Nikki Bella leans into her heel prospects here in this match, especially when she locks on an STF and everybody starts chanting, "Thank you, Cena." But she cuts her off to say, "No, thank me, thank me." So it's funny because throughout the night, we keep on having these little Cena references that keep on getting shut down instantly, shut down by the heels of the certain matches that they're in. We have a cool moment as well where Raquel has both ladies hoisted up for what looks like going to be a nasty spill for Steph Vercare. And it is cleaned up. Thankfully, Steph gets out of the way, and it's just one solo Tahana bomb. Devil's Kiss, there is a nice little moment here where we have Raquel locked, who already has Nikki locked in to a submission. Devil's Kiss is then locked onto Raquel, and then it's done to kind of both ladies in unison, which is kind of cool, kind of interesting.
Yeah, weird figure
Randy,
four lock sort of on Nikki, you think. And then if you
They
really
gotta keep
reverse it,
on-
it actually helps Nikki. But I don't think
Yeah.
they've thought that out prior to doing it. But it did look cool. Everybody
Yeah,
worked together well.
yeah. It looked good enough. It looked good enough. They got to keep on finding
for that
ways to
Eagles
make
gear.
it. Oh, the Eagles gear. But honestly, they got to keep on finding ways to make that move look unique, or it will get stale. It won't be that huge pop every time that it is used. So yes, there's ways that they are doing it and ways that they are doing it good. But yeah, we got the nice tower spot here as well. Corner tower spot when Nikki Bella makes a sunset bomb and then takes both ladies off in the superplex tower, which looks really nice. Also, crowd is hot for this match. And I gotta say, Randy, the crowd is actually hot for Nikki Bella too. There's not a lot of booing going on for Nikki Bella. And when she comes out as well, she gets mostly cheered. I wonder why the Orlando crowd was so hot for Nikki Bella.
I really don't know. I have no clue. You're right. A lot of hands. And are you a heel or a face? Because you don't slap any hands if you're a heel there, Nikki, which I saw you do. But this match lasted 3 ad breaks long, people.
Yeah.
3 ad breaks long. So it
Yeah.
was a long match. But yeah, weird. The crowd was hot, but I think you just wanted to see wrestling.
Yeah, exactly. So in that Tejana bomb spot that I was discussing, you have Vicura slipping out. Rodriguez still hits the Tejana bomb onto Nikki Bella. We have what looks like kind of a roll up into the ropes by Steph Vicura to Raquel. Raquel somehow safely gets herself out of the ring. That looks like kind of a bit of a scary spot there. And a stolen pin here by the devil herself to kiss this championship hello instead of goodbye. Nice little match between these 3 ladies, Randy, and probably a lot better than people expected it to be. Like you said, lasted a little longer as well, about 17 minutes total runtime.
You go, and I'll give this match. I'm just gonna be quite honest. I couldn't get into Nikki Bella still too. Maybe it was the Philadelphia Eagles stuff, because realistically, did Philly that over? But in turn, I'll give it a 3.5 bananas, which is a 3.5 bananas rating for this match. For how long it was and how hard they worked. They did definitely work hard.
That's a good, I mean, honestly, it's a good question as to maybe Orlando cheers for the Philadelphia Eagles. I don't know. I'm not sure exactly why they were so hot, but they were definitely hot for her. Anyways, speaking about heat, colossal heat, it's Gunther, and he is here to remind us that he made John Cena tap out like a little. But R-Truth isn't down with it, man. R-Truth says it makes him look like a piece of, and then whispers something in Gunther's ear that he really doesn't like. Randy, what do you think he said to Gunther? Wrong answers only.
Airhead.
A piece of airhead. You
Airhead's
look
the
like a
candy.
piece of airhead. Oh, you know
Yeah.
what? Gunther probably would have taken that very personally.
Schnitzel.
Very, very personally. Ooh, that's what I was gonna think. Oh man, schnitzel, strudel. Maybe he called him a strudel. That would be absolutely worse. Absolutely worse. Anyways, you know what? Gunther doesn't like it. He's going to take it as a challenge, and the match is set for the night. Here come the Kabuki Warriors to dance and just keep dancing and dance through the entire commercial break. Poor.
Again. You up their pay.
And this time it's in the ring. Like they actually gave him a spotlight for it. So, I gotta say, the dance portion of this entire promo probably lasted at least 7 minutes if you're including the commercial break. Because you know they were dancing the entire time. They
was
weren't
a
like,
nine-
okay, ladies, just stop dancing.
And it was a 9 ad commercial break on Netflix. I counted it. It was long.
Yeah, I got that too. I got a hamburger commercial actually last night for the first time ever watching Raw. And again, I got to question Netflix because it's like, why am I paying for this premium subscription if this is what I got to see? I got to see hamburger ads. But you know what? I was fine with the hamburger ad over the loading screen. And Randy, here at STRAWS Raw, we're going to start a petition right now today that we don't want any more loading screens from Netflix. No more loading screens. You know what we want instead? Kabuki Warrior dancing screens.
Yeah, it would have been better.
That's it.
Asuka's underrated.
Shit.
Dancer.
Yeah. Let them dance for 4 hours and just break it up into different parts and we're good to go. And Kairi saying is just, oh man, Kairi is so cute. Anyways, when they are talking, so to speak, on the mic, Kairi gets cut off by Asuka again, which is funny. Here comes Rhea Ripley, Io Sky for the brawl, because guess what, guys? Next week, I don't know if you realize this, Randy, January 5th,
Oh, I thought it was the 4th.
Raw is having a show. It's a Stranger Things show, and these ladies are going to fight for the tag team championships. Randy, we just couldn't have 2 tag team championship matches on that Stranger Things Raw, could we?
No. No, he couldn't have had it. But looking forward to this match. This match actually should be pretty good. Pretty good. Not like they had any room for any more matches tonight. They were full to the brim with wrestling out of their yings and yangs. So, yeah, wait till
Speaking
the
of which,
5th next week. We wrote yings and yangs.
Speaking of which, yings and yangs, it's Gunther versus R-Truth, and match is so quick that we don't even remember that it happened. But Randy, for the first time ever, Gunther has a piece of merchandise that I want to buy. He has a t-shirt of him tapping out John Cena in black and white that says "tap out like a ... And I gotta get it. It's such a good shirt. Rob Arbig, tell me what your thoughts are on that shirt. But Randy, isn't it kind of crazy that Gunther, like he is presented as one of the blander superstars in WWE. As far as his entire presentation goes, not really flashy, no color. The guy's worn red sometimes, but now they're kind of going back to his old school black and white. This t-shirt is cool.
It's great. It describes it perfectly. It works. It works. And yeah, that's Gunther. Poor R-Truth. That's all I gotta say, man. This guy we beg for him back. And oh man. This is what, the 3rd time we saw him back? It's unfortunate. But we saw him.
And he was supposed to be the serious. He was supposed to be the serious version of R-Truth. Anyways, he's just getting lined up for another, I think, retirement spot here against Gunther. Like that really makes any difference. But anyways, match is so quick. We have Gunther just power bombing and not getting the pin, locking in the sleeper and getting the tap. To Randy's pleasure, Gunther is keeping the "you can't see me" taunt in his matches.
Yeah, amazing job, Gunther. Yes, this is how you destroy people. I wish it was Otis. I wish maybe Tozawa, somebody else except for R-Truth. But I'll give it a 2.5 for what it was. But I really don't want to give it that. But it was quick. It was quick.
All right, 2.5. 2.5 works. It's probably a better rating than it deserves. Let's be completely honest with it. Anyways, okay, Jey Uso isn't sure about what's happening in his life, but Jimmy Uso says, "Yeet, brother, you got this." And they're moving on to their championship match tonight. Javon Evans is in the back. He runs into AJ Styles, Dragon Lee. He's talking about their match from Saturday night's main event. They're doing the same thing with him. Nobody knows where Evans is going to wind up, but he runs into the Los Americanos, El Grande Americano, and him are going to have a fight, it seems like. January 5th? No, it's going to be January 12th.
Oh, the 12th. Yeah, Javon Evans, and people look it up. He was on the they could have put Gunther versus Javon Evans because it was all over the WWE Live Holiday Tour. I seen 6'7", if you'd seen all that stuff. Maybe they could have put Gunther versus Javon on this, but yeah. Where's Javon gonna go? I'm presuming now to Raw. But yes, January 12th, we get to see him versus them El Grande, right? It's El Grande he's going against on the 12th, right?
Yeah. Well, like, here's something that we gotta talk about. Let's just be honest about this, because now we're starting to see like a really solid trend here in the call-ups, and especially of what the future looks like for WWE, for Raw, for SmackDown, all of that. As we get another video package here tonight, it's Obafemi. So, Randy, this is kind of one of your key signs that Vince probably truly isn't involved anymore. Because when we talk about the future and we talk about these call-ups, we're talking about Obafemi, we're talking about Javon Evans, Carmelo is already there and he's now getting his shine here with the U.S. title. Trick Williams is coming. There's something obvious here going on here. Lash Legend. We have a serious injection of melanin madness. Amazing wrestlers finally in WWE. They're finally focusing, I think, just only on the wrestlers and nothing else.
That's right. And that's good.
We're going to see more and more future world champions of color, of different background, like we see with Stephanie Vercure, and it's just going to continue to grow this brand globally.
100%. And unfortunately, all the people from the UK will be put under a mask, but everybody else will be able to shine. But yes, you're absolutely correct. I think I
Well,
got Eric. He's laughing because this William say is true.
well, you know what, Randy? You could say the future is definitely dark, but it is very bright then at the same time. It's going to
Yes.
be a good, honestly, we're just getting so many good call-ups. It's crazy.
Yes, it
It's
is.
crazy.
And Trick again highlighted all through the commercial. I got him in a commercial break, asking
Yeah.
where he wanted to go with
Yeah.
here. So yeah, Trick coming up. I want to see that. Hopefully comes up with Carmelo. He'll probably go to SmackDown, which would be kind of good. They need he definitely needs a heater. So I don't know.
Apparently, Carmelo is thinking about bringing back the U.S. spinner belt. That would
Yeah,
be
I
cool.
seen that. Yeah, I seen that.
That would
That's
be
good.
cool. Like you said, nostalgia pops, baby.
Carmelo's been on fire. The SmackDaddies are very lucky to have Carmelo on their show. And if you want to know more about the SmackDown or what happened on SmackDown, go visit the SmackDaddies every Saturday morning here on the Hub Sports Entertainment, where Brad the Dad and Father Greg Feltham will give you the best SmackDown review on the internet.
Yes, they absolutely will. They absolutely will.
Speaking
Anyways,
about
Paul
the best.
Heyman is
Oh,
Paul Heyman is officially welcoming Austin Theory to the Vision. And we're gonna see a new Austin Theory in about 5 seconds, and that includes scrapping the pants he was wearing last week. Those were just his tryout pants. He's gone back to his traditional biker shorts with a few differences, a few highlighted differences, definitely on the gear itself. But the guy looks jacked. He looks completely, I want to say he looks completely different because he does. The package that they are presenting of him makes him look a lot more believable as a threat. The
he
shaved
looks
head
like an
almost makes him look.
evolution Orton
Yeah, yeah,
when
yeah.
they first
And then
came
the
in, right?
the shaved head kind of draws him back to the point of like not having anything flashy and just being there to wrestle and kind of show you that that is the way he's going to make his money here in this business. But yes, new music for Austin Theory, new video screen package, whatever you want to call it. We don't really get that anymore. It's just one graphic, unfortunately. We don't get those cool highlight packages that we used to get. Randy, what are your thoughts on the new look of Austin Theory?
We talked about it a little before. Yes, I definitely love it. I like Austin Theory, the way he looks. It is the start. Like I said, the new evolution. He reminds me of Randy Orton evolution at the very, very beginning there. But he's a big dude. He's going to be a star. I see star written all over him. Star, you hear me? You hear me, Eric Blondon?
Star, damn it. Ah. Anyways, talking about Star, Rey Mysterio is here to fight Austin Theory because Austin Theory just kept on getting involved in his business while wearing that goddamn mask. Stomped him a couple of times. Unnecessarily, may I add. May I add? Actually, you know what? It was necessary. That big Rey Mysterio definitely needs multiple people teaming up on him. Sorry. Okay. Anyways. Nice little match that we have here for Austin Theory. Like I said, makes him look a little different, but Mysterio is still getting all of his kicks in here. All of the things that he needs to, including setting up his 619, what looks like he's going to finish the match. But Logan Paul runs and takes out Mysterio's legs in midair as he is about to springboard off the top rope there. And, oh, Randy. Mysterio ate shit on that bump. And Logan Paul instantly runs up to Rey Mysterio, grabs his chest for a second, like, "Are you okay?" Mysterio's like, "Yep." And then he moves on to being like, "Oh, I'm supposed to kick this guy's ass." Randy, what is it about Logan Paul and Rey Mysterio that they keep on running into these quote unquote snafus, botches, whatever you want to call it? I won't even want to call it a botch, an over exaggeration of a spot. Why are these guys always involved with it with each other?
I don't think Logan Paul's used to, well, he should be back in the boxing ring days with these smaller guys. so he doesn't know his own strength. You know what I mean? I'm presuming on that, but it's always just poor Rey Mysterio. I'll call them snafus, like you just called them, but I wouldn't call them botches because it looks good.
Yeah.
Looks
Yeah,
good.
yeah. It looked good for sure. But anyways, the beatdown continues here in the ring. Theory really got in most of the offense in this match anyway, so it doesn't really make too much sense. So somebody's got to come here to save poor Rey Mysterio. And even myself, I'm wondering who's it going to be. Are we going to have CM Punk? He said he would watch his back. It's not CM Punk. Here comes a returning Penta, Randy's favorite guy for the win. And you know what, Randy? Good for WWE because I think they finally found Penta a tag team partner. I don't know where they would have found it any other place.
Yeah, Penta with the big save as he's walking quarter of the way to the ring. Come on, man. Come on. How could anybody like this? Like Penta's walking and he did his little
He's
hand
doing
thing.
he's doing the Jeff Hardy thrusts on his way to save his brother, so to speak.
Ray just got snafu'd, right? So you're supposed to go help your friend. I don't know. But yes, it's finally you got a tag team partner that will work with him good. And Penta's back. Congratulations, Penta. Just freaking run, man. Run. That's all I asked. Just run. Stop walking. Doing that little crypt dance or whatever you want to call it.
He could have done the hand walk as he was running. It would be a little ridiculous, or he could have just sped up the crip walk a little bit. You know, like Snoop Dogg
Him
will
and
show
Nikki
him how he
Bella.
does it.
Him and Nikki. So this is what Nikki Bella did the exact same thing tonight in her match. She literally just threw somebody into the corner and just starts going to the crowd. I hate these guys that always go to the crowd. Selena Vega. Yeah, like just beat the hell out of somebody, people. Sorry. But yes, Penta and Rey Mysterio are good together. Austin Theory and Logan Paul are going to kick the crap out of them, I hope, soon. So probably January 5th or the 12th anyways. Coming up soon.
12. I think January 5th is set in stone at this point. That's
I'll give a rating 3.5 bananas on this match. Pretty fine for whatever it does, except for Penta coming in. I would have gave it a 3.75, but Penta walked. That's it.
There you go. Anyways, we go from one of Randy's favorites.
People are
to his
really
other
delusional
favorite.
liking Penta, man. They're really delusional. Stupid. Never mind.
You know what? Are people as delusional for liking Penta as they are for liking Maxine Dupree's run right now as Intercontinental Champion?
Yeah,
Because
probably.
there's some similarities there for sure.
Same people
And the
are
difference
playing
being the difference being that Penta can wrestle. But anyways, here's Maxine Dupree segue for a chat. And she's thanking the fans for helping her get this far. Becky Lynch comes out and interrupts her, tries to give her credit for working so hard. But Becky hasn't fallen off. She's still the greatest women's wrestler of all time, and everybody says it. A couple of jabs here from Maxine Dupree. She's going to make her tap out. Okay. All right. January 5th. Maxine Dupree versus Becky Lynch. Maxine Dupree retaining. What do we do after she retains?
I don't know, but I'm enjoying this Becky. Becky, if anything, is saving grace for this for me. Becky's doing it way better than Penta, I'll tell you that much. But in turn, like in honest seriousness, Becky's the way she's been talking, everything she's doing in the background is making it watchable for me with this Maxine Dupree. I do believe, like you said, Maxine will retain somehow. I think it's probably some involvement with Natty, and then maybe Becky and Natty roll off somewhere. But yeah, I don't get it, people, man. I don't get it.
Here's the thing. You made a really good comment about Becky being the saving grace here in this feud. I don't think that it's only in this feud. I think that Becky has been the saving grace and really like your fail-safe plan for this championship.
Yeah, that's fair.
You've brought in this title. It didn't get the traction that it deserved. And then you had Becky Lynch hold it. And then people were like, okay, Becky's holding the Intercontinental Championship. It actually looks like a legitimate threat now. It looks like a real championship. And then when we go back to Maxine Dupree in comparison, it's not saying that somebody like Maxine shouldn't be holding that workers title, so to speak, that in-between title. But once Maxine Dupree, like, when I think about the Intercontinental title, Randy, I think about it as being kind of a step before graduation. Does that make any sense?
Well, it makes sense. It's the way it's always sort of been, right?
So either you graduate and you go on to something bigger, which is a world title opportunity in Solo's run. That's my personal opinion. Or you don't graduate and maybe you find yourself winning a tag team title in some weird mix-up eventually, or maybe you find yourself
High
just
school
being
dropout.
Tozawa and Otis. They're there. They're there. Somehow not getting cut every single time. Also, by the way, shout out to Tozawa and Otis. We love you
Wait,
guys.
name an Intercontinental title holder that did not win a heavyweight championship, or at least be in the mix.
Mr. Perfect.
That's good. That's a good pick. Well, we're not comparing
Mr.
Maxine
Perfect.
Dupree with Mr. Perfect, though, are we?
No, but the women's Intercontinental Championship doesn't have that lineage for us to be able to.
Don't
compare
matter.
that.
It's still in our head. It's called Intercontinental Championship. Forget men or women, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So who else? So Mr. Perfect. That's prime. That's one.
Ricky Steamboat.
That's fair. Never mind. Okay, cool. I stand corrected.
I'll keep talking,
Steamboat's the
man.
greatest. Yeah, all right.
Santino Marella.
Oh, geez. Yeah, there you go. Thank you. All right, done. Maxine Dupree. It makes
All
sense.
right.
Thank you.
Anyways, yes. Listen, I'm not saying that Maxine Dupree doesn't make sense. It's just you have a massive variance. It's a juxtaposition between Becky Lynch and Maxine Dupree as far as what they've accomplished and what they have in the ring right now together. Okay. So Becky's going to be doing a lot of leading in that match for sure, and she's probably not going to win. But anyways, let's move forward. Trick Williams is here meeting with Adam Pearce, and he is very interested in having Trick Williams on board. He wants him for the Raw brand. Trick leaves him his card, and his number, 1-800-WHOOP-THAT-TRICK. Sounds good. Give him a call. I don't think it's going to work, though. Lyra Valkyria is here as well, and she wants a shot at the women's tag team titles with Bayley. Okay. Anyways, Judgment Day is going to get the title shot first. Bayley is snapping, calling Pearce an idiot, and Pearce brings back his famous line that he tried to push that actually got a pop out of the crowd tonight. I need a drink.
He does.
And the crowd goes, wow! Orlando, you alcoholics. Yeah. But yes, no. Orlando is really excited about Adam Pearce wanting to drink some alcohol. But we're just excited about Trick Williams maybe showing up on Raw. But not putting him on SmackDown
He's
would be...
He's getting SmackDown.
Yeah, it would be an atrocity. It would be a crime if he doesn't go to SmackDown.
100%.
So
He'd be whooping it over there.
All right. Well, like Randy said, we had a lot of in-betweens, a lot of promos, a lot of packages. There was also a video package here with Rhea and Io and everything else. And finally, we are here at the main event of the evening for the tag team titles, AJ Styles and Dragon Lee versus the Usos. Somebody's got to tell Dragon Lee to scrap those dragon wings and tail immediately. Randy, could you take that guy seriously at all? When you see that man come into the ring with that apparatus on his body, can you take him seriously?
No. Lyra's twin brother. Sorry, no.
Lyra, okay, I understand what they're trying to do. And there is a very famous luchador named Drago who has wings, has the whole suit and everything like that. But we're talking about somebody from CMLL. It's a different world than WWE and what WWE fans are willing to accept as believable and threatening. And when you have a guy come into the ring in his underwear, wearing strapped on tail and wings that look ridiculous too, by the way. It looks stupid. But thankfully AJ Styles is here, folks. AJ Styles is here. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. But you know who else is here too, Randy?
The Usos.
Because we talked about it for a while. We talked about the tag team division being kind of lackluster lacking real tag teams. So we're going to bring back the realest tag team of them all. Big Jim, main event Jey Uso back in the main event too, may I add, as a tag
Nice.
team. But he's here. He's still here. He's in the main event, brother. And they come out. They're gonna yeet all over Orlando.
I'm
I'm
down.
pretty sure that Jimmy's hits a kid by accident on the entrance. Go watch it back. He definitely waves his arm and hits something and then turns back like, my bad, Oos, but I gotta
That's
go to
not a
the
good
ring.
start of Parenthood.
Gotta go back to the ring. Also, really funny moment when Netflix is showing Jey Uso trying to stand up on the railing to start yeeting as he comes out to the audience. He slips a little. They go back. Sorry, the camera falls off of him and then goes back almost instantly. And then there's a girl that's right beside him that probably propped him up as he was falling over. And she's got the smallest little T-Rex arms yeeting. It's the best thing.
Hey, the
T-Rex
Usos are so much fun. They're fun, eh? Yeah. Yeah.
Oh no, I always pick up the
Hey,
crowd.
what
Listen,
is-
I love the crowd people,
I love
man. The
crowds.
crowd people are the best. The crowd
Yeah.
folk are always the best. But yes, the Usos are here and they are challenging. It's the prototype tag team of the WWE in this generation. Is there anybody better than the Usos and the New Day, Randy? Is there any other tag team that can even come close to those two of the lineage of this modern era of WWE?
Right now, no. The War Raiders. No? Oh, okay.
American made.
American made, yeah. Where's the Creeds? Man, where are the Creed brothers?
They were in the background tonight.
Yeah, that's what
At
I mean.
one point, they were standing in the background, so they were
They have
there.
the tag teams. You got Trick and Carmelo that could come back. They got Miz, R-Truth and Miz.
Yep.
Come on, they got to get some tag teams together. But yes, no, this is
They
good.
have them,
There's nobody
They
better
have
than
them.
the Usos, realistically, right now.
and it's true. And they show us this during this match. There is a lot of hope in this match here that AJ and Dragon Lee are going to retain. It's not like the Usos just come here and take them out. There is a ton of close falls, a near count, 3 counts that really leave people on edge, including but not limited to when Big Jim hit the Uso splash. It looked for sure that it was a 3 count to the point where the crowd was actually chanting, "Ref, you suck." I gotta watch the replay and I gotta try to see if I can find that angle because they were really hot about that. And maybe that was a 3. Maybe that was a 3. Who knows? But the match at itself was not over yet. It looked like even the Usos were potentially going to lose this match because they set up the best Styles clash ever. I guess that's going to be the Dragon Lee and AJ Styles finishing move if they ever team up again. So they set that up. But here comes Big Jim to run in, knock out Dragon Lee with a super kick before they can do that. That causes AJ to be distracted enough, trying to load up the phenomenal forearm, gets super kicked out of the air by both Usos. 1D for the first time in 3 years, 2 years here, sorry, for the pin and the win, giving the Usos their first tag team title reign since they lost it to Sammy and Kevin Owens, the undisputed
forgot
tag
about
team
that, yeah.
titles at WrestleMania.
Yeah,
So it's been a long time since they've been our tag team champions, and they really did try to push them into a solo direction there after the Bloodline. You can say it worked or it didn't work as much as you want. In my opinion, it worked like crazy for Jay. The amount of hype that Jey Uso had was absolutely insane at one point. Bringing them back together now is what this brand needs today. Randy, what do you think?
The Usos, 9-time tag team champions of the world on the week before the year anniversary of Netflix. This match was good. I want to say the production the last year as well with Netflix has been really, really good. Even the quality of the cameras. I didn't realize AJ Styles tried to put Jey Uso in the Styles Clash. I didn't realize how much bigger Jey Uso is than AJ Styles. because poor Jay looked like like Braun Strowman compared to AJ Styles. But it was a really, really good match. The right team did win. If they are going to boost the tag team division in 2026, they had to give it with the Usos. So I'm going to give this match a 3.85 bananas. 3.85 bananas for the main event. It was a good tag team match. We got to see a lot of good stuff. I really wanted Big Jim though to make a pin. Like, you know what I mean? I wanted Jim to be the guy pinning whoever it was. But no, it was Jay. I guess give him the confidence boost. Yeah, you won one. Are you gonna go on the Sami Zayn thing again? I have no clue, but we'll see.
See, there was a lot of almost heelish moves here by the Usos in the match as well, and there was even tricklings at some point that there was going to be some type of a heel turn, and they didn't go in that direction. And even having Jay continue to doubt himself over the last few months and really shut out everybody that was in his life, and now going into this happy tag team reign here. Randy, there's a lot of directions that they can go with this tag team reign, but I'm really kind of hoping that they lean into I want to see a heel turn. I think that a heel turn would be great, and I think that's something that the division needs, and I think that heel Usos are the best Usos that you can possibly
100%.
get.
And they already sort of had the hints. They were all wearing black last night. Jimmy was in black and Jay was in black, so that's the start of it. And they're facing AJ Styles, one of the biggest faces in the company right now. But
Using
overall,
using the table outside of the ring and everything, right? So there's a lot of things that they were doing that were kind of not really face-ish, I guess you could say.
that's right. Overall, not a very, other than the main event and I guess the women's match, not much wrestling on this show of Monday Night Raw. So I'm gonna give this show overall just like a three banana out of five. Pumped for next week. Definitely pumped. This banana rating probably next week's gonna go off the charts in 2026. We're gonna start off hot, but we shall see. It better anyways, or I'll be very disappointed, or you're gonna hear my frustration next week. But yes, we get a 2-hour Raw next week. Sorry, Smack Daddies, 2-hour Raw, and the hype is real for January 5th.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And things are definitely not going to be strange around here. Randy's banana ratings are going to be upside down for a difference. No, probably not. But folks, that was this episode of Monday Night Raw, and me and Randy chatting about it in the haps of the craps. So, January 5th, January 5th, January 5th. This seemed almost entirely like another one of those coming soon episodes. But the Jay Uso and Jimmy Uso win. The Usos being the tag team championships at the end to kind of give you the cherry on top is a nice little top, a nice little ending to it all. Anyways, Randy, if people wanted to hear me and you talk more, rant about wrestling, the thing that we love the most, where could they do so?
Well, they can do so on TSN 690 Montreal, January 15th. That's a 1-5 in front of it. The same night TNA appears on the big network. But yes, TSN 690, us, The Draw, Canada's best, newest radio show out there on the airwaves with replays all over the Bell Media affiliates. But follow us on the YouTubes. We're doing still really well on the YouTubes. Our YouTubes is at Draw Straws Raw. You can follow us on Instagram at The Hub Sports Entertainment or The Draw Radio Show. You can follow me as well at The Draw Radio or Twitter at The Hub Sports Entertainment. I think I'm going to try to streamline all of them to make it a little easier for all of us. But yeah, that's where you can find us. Eric B., where can they find you?
Well, you know, Rand, they can always find me on Instagram, and that is with Wrestling with Eric, and that's without a W and without a G in the wrestling. So, folks, thank you again for listening to me and Randy. We love having you every single week, and we are definitely looking forward to January 5th and January 15th and everything else coming up in the future in this great world of wrestling. So until the next time, please take care of yourselves and each other and continue to live your lives impactfully.
Live, laugh, and Happy New Year to all you out there and love wrestling.
Deuces! Deuces!
Brother.
How much does it bother you that they're yeeting right now?
Yeet?
They're yeeting, yeah. Does that bother you?
What's it called? 4 letters, 1 word. Stop.